Hello, welcome back to your literacy video for Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Miss Cherney here with some Lexia shout outs to start off your video. Okay, let's take a look to see some scholars that have spent so much time on Lexia. Say, way to go, Ava, way to go, Ava. Nice job, Ava in UC. And last but not least, we have Robert and DePaul. Say, way to go, Robert. Way to go, Robert. Nice job, scholars. Okay, let us go ahead and take a look at our literacy packet. As always, you need your printed literacy packet and a pencil or a blank sheet of notebook paper and a pencil to help complete your work. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is read aloud the text. We're reading aloud Me, Jane by Jane Goodall. And we're going to think of a word that we can use to describe Jane. I know you've read this text before, but let's refresh our memories with this story. So open a new YouTube link, open a new tab, and go ahead and look for Me, Jane. Here's the link right here. You can type this in, click on this link if you have the digital packet available. We're also going to make this available on Google Classroom. So very excited for that. Go ahead, pause this video now, and I'll meet you back here when you've refreshed your memory with the video. Welcome back. Okay, so we're thinking about a new word we can use to describe Jane. The text says, one day, curious Jane wondered where eggs came from. Let's read aloud that sentence together, starting with one day. Read aloud with me on two. 1, 2. One day, stop. I did not have everybody reading with me. Try again. Read aloud one day with me on 2. 1, 2. One day, curious Jane wondered where eggs came from. If you have the printed packet, go ahead, touch the word curious. If you don't have the printed packet, point to the word curious. Say curious. Nice. Okay, let's read a little bit more to think about what curious might mean. My turn. One day, curious Jane wondered where eggs come from. So she and Jubilee snuck into Grandma Nut's chicken coop, hid behind some straw, and stayed very still. So curious means to be excited or eager to learn new things. I'm going to say that one more time. Curious means being excited or eager to learn new things. Think about a time that you were curious about something. Share it with someone in the room with you or write it down on your packet. Think about a time that you were curious. If you need more time to write down what you were curious about, you can pause the video now. Otherwise, we're going to keep going. Make sure that you write down the word curious on your paper. You are either filling in this blank or you are saying, I was curious about, and then writing all of this down on a blank sheet of paper. So that's the word curious. Nice job. Okay. Now we're moving on to key details and main topic. Remember, a main topic, that's what the text is mostly about. And how we prove the main topic is through key details, this blue word right here. Remember, details are small pieces of information inside the text. We're going to practice one together. Right now, I'm going to tell you what my teacher brain thinks when I'm identifying key details in the main topic, and then you're going to have a chance to practice on your own. Do this one with me. We're going to read aloud these sentences and then find the main topic of all three of these sentences. My turn, I'm going to read you the sentences. Jane watched birds, spiders, and squirrels. Jane studied animals and plants in her backyard. Jane read books about animals and plants. So to think about the main topic of these details, I think about what all the details are describing. And I've highlighted the things that I think what the details are describing. Jane watched birds, she studied animals, and she read books. These are all the different ways Jane learned about animals. So I think the main topic is that Jane did many things to learn about animals. And those many things include watching, studying, and reading. So what I just did is I thought about what all of these sentences, all of these key details have in common to find the main topic that all of them are trying to tell me. Now it's your turn. You're going to read these details and think about a main topic that goes with them. I'm going to read it to you one time, and then you're going to read it on your own. My turn first. Jane wondered where eggs came from. Jane snuck into the coop. Jane hid and waited. She saw a chicken laying an egg. Pause the video and read the sentences one more time on your own. Nice reading. What's the main topic of these details? This is another multiple choice question. We cross out the answers that don't make sense and we circle the one answer that does. A, Jane was hungry. B, Jane watched TV. C, Jane was curious. Which one of these can we eliminate or take away right away? Which one doesn't make any sense at all? Right. I think we can take away Jane watched TV because there is nothing in this text that tells us anything about watching TV. Now I have two more choices. Jane was hungry or Jane was curious. I know that she might be hungry and maybe could eat some eggs, but our text doesn't say anything about her stomach grumbling or her being hungry. What we do see is that she wondered, she hid and waited, and she saw a chicken laying an egg. So if she's wondering, she might be thinking about where chickens and eggs come from. I'm going to let you pick between A or C as the right answer. Cross out the wrong answer and circle the correct one. Shout out the correct answer to your screen in 3, in 2, and 1. Nice job. I think you definitely were paying attention to our new vocabulary word from the beginning of this video. Excellent. Let's see what you know. Can you answer these questions? What does Jane What does Jane do to learn about animals? And what is Jane curious about, and what does she do? So the answer to these questions, number 1 is going to be up here in this paragraph, and number 2 is going to be what we just did. So go ahead and answer these questions on your own in your printed packet, or write a complete sentence on your blank sheet of paper to answer these questions. Pause the video and I'll meet you back here when you're done. Excellent. Nice endurance. Okay, we have got one more main topic to figure out. This time, I'm going to read the question to you, I'm going to read the answers to you, and you're going to come up with the correct answer all by yourself. Let's get started. Here are our key details. Jane felt the world was wonderful, and she was a part of it. Jane felt the sap flowing in her favorite tree. Jane also felt her heart beating. Jane read books about another girl named Jane who lived in Africa. What was the main topic of this section? Remember, we have Jane felt the world was wonderful and she was a part of it. She felt the sap flowing in her favorite tree. She felt her heart beating, and she read books about another girl named Jane who lived in Africa. What's the main topic? Jane felt sad about animals. Jane felt like a part of the world, or Jane liked to read books. Pause the video now, cross out the wrong answers, and circle the right answer. Whew. Nice job on this one. Send a picture of your work to your teacher to make sure that you got this answer right. Okay, before we move on, let's think about the main topic of the whole book. If you would like to refresh your memory from the text, it's right here. You can click on this link or go back and listen to me, Jane, so you can think about the whole main topic. You can determine the whole main idea of the book from looking at all of the different main topics. That looks like this. So we know that she did many things to learn about animals. We know that she was curious. We know that she felt like a part of the world. We also have new details about her dream coming true. So I think that the whole big topic of our text is about a girl who dreamed of a life helping animals in Africa. This detail is really important. So your brain should be going, alert, 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 because this is going to tell you what you should write about when we start writing down information about the text, me, Jane. The next thing you're going to do is a check for understanding about what we did yesterday. So all of this is something that we focused on a lot yesterday, and I want to make sure that you remember and that you can apply some of these same ideas that we were talking about today. So your job is to write a topic statement for this paragraph on these 3 lines. I'm going to read you the paragraph, and your job is to come up with the main idea of what these details are trying to tell you. Let's start reading here. My turn. Jane watched birds making their nests. She watched spiders spinning their webs. She watched squirrels chase each other. Jane learned all that she could about animals. You're going to read this text one more time, thinking about what all of the details have in common. Then you're going to write the topic statement that describes the main idea of all of these details on these lines right here. Excellent job so far in this video. I'm really excited to see what you come up with. Remember, once you watch one of our videos, comment your name down below in Google Classroom. That will help your teachers know when you're watching our video and who is watching our video. That being said, I want to show you right now a little bit about our Google Classroom. So you could have either paused the video before and started to work on your topic sentence, or you can come back to that after I show you what our Google Classroom seems to look like. So let us take a look. Right here. Had a little trouble finding it. There we go. So this is our Google Classroom. Welcome. This is where you'll see updates of our new videos. They're the same ones that we have been posting on YouTube. And you can see the pictures of DePaul and UC here. You will see Miss Javity, Miss Rossi, and Miss Marsha's videos in this Google Classroom. The link to this classroom was sent to your families in their emails. I hope to see you here very soon, and best of luck with writing your topic sentence for that paragraph with key details. I'll meet you back here for Monday's video. Have a great weekend and a great rest of your day.